Innocence is wonderful, isn't it? Good morning. So you joined us this morning on a walk over Stanton Moor. So we're off on a family walk over towards the Nine Ladies Stone Circle. The first time that we've been able to get out since the new arrival. Here he is, tucked in this little sling. This is Jim, leading the way in front of us. Amy and Isla are off for a good explore. We're going to see if we can get the trig point crossed off and go and visit the stone circle while we're here as well. So a nice short family walk. Weather's lovely for it, and I hope you enjoy this one as much as we're going to.
I don't want to play there.
That's alright, you just have to be careful. Thrills and pills of parenting walks. I'm carrying one, Amy's carrying the other. It's not as if both of them can't walk, is it? So here we are, at the top of Stanton Moor, or as near as matters, about 340 metres above sea level. And possibly the most interesting thing I've found on top of a trig point so far, bit of free advertising here, is for hashtag ethelart. No idea who that is, but I hope that they managed to see this part of the video as well, leaving freddierocks on top of Stanton Moor. So from this point we are going to carry on towards the stone circle. But not until we've stopped for a little bite to eat. Isla and Amy have found a very nice spot in the sunshine. So we'll have a break and we'll see you in a minute. So we're heading into the wooded area now in Stanton Moor.
Are we heading into the woods?
We're heading into the woods, yes. Which is very useful for little legs because it's been quite hot today. So we're having to do a bit of extra carrying. As you can see behind, we've swapped over. So hopefully when we get into the shaded areres, closer to the stone circle.
The forest, Daddy?
It is the forest, yeah, we'll be there in a minute. Hopefully we'll be able to cool down a bit and have a proper walk for some of us. So here we are at the Nine Ladies Stone Circle. So this circle was built in the late Bronze Age, I think it's speculated, about 3,000 years ago, somewhere between 3,000 to 1,000 years ago anyway, which I know is a fair bracket of time, but it comprises 10 stones. The last of which, the flat one we can see just there, was unearthed in the late 70s, so obviously it was given the name before the 10th one was excavated. So this site now holds its importance to the modern pagans who come and worship here at various times of the year. The most recent of now anyway, well, I assume will have been the summer solstice. It's supposed to be one of the most visited prehistoric locations, at least in the north of the country, certainly within the Peak District. And it's easy to see why. It's relatively peaceful, very pretty, and obviously the stone circles themselves make for a very nice centrepiece. They also make just the right sort of spot for someone with little legs to stop and have a bit of a rest and a drink. You wave, Isla. What are you looking for, Isla?
Fairies.
Can you see any fairies?
No.
Where do you think they might be?
Hiding.
And where could they be hiding?
I don't know.
Have a look for them. Innocence is wonderful, isn't it? So we've decided to leave the stone circle as our turning round point and start to make our way back towards the car. Normally I think we go a bit further, but at the moment the UK is in the grips of a heat wave with weather warnings for potential danger to life due to the heat in coming days. So we obviously don't want to keep Jim and Isla out in this weather any longer than we really have to. So we're going to be sensible and head back towards the car. It'll probably work out about 1.25 miles all round trip when we get back. Because of the heat over the coming days, the national parks are actually closing officially to visitors. They're worried that people will come with barbecues, and obviously that'll have a huge risk towards wildfires. With people leaving various rubbish around, that can also cause problems. So if you're leaving plastic bottles or glass bottles, they can magnify the sun's rays, and again, wildfires become a real risk in this area that people have worked so hard to preserve. So it's a sensible thing to do, I guess. It's a shame because obviously it's such a beautiful place, but closing for a couple of days is well worth it if it means that we get to enjoy this for much longer. So we're going to make some strides back towards the car, and we'll see what we can see on the way. So we've made it back to the car. Took a very brisk route. I'd have liked to stop and show you the corkstone, but with one thing and another it didn't seem the best idea. But if you fancy coming and seeing it for yourself, we're not too far from Birchover. So if that gives you an idea of the area, it's definitely worth coming and having a look. It's an English heritage site that we've just been to. So I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. It was a bit more taxing than my normal walk, but I suppose I've got to get used to that now. So until next time, guys, happy walking.